And here we go, folks. The final game of the 2023 Scrabble Players Championship. In this best of 5 series, we have seen Joey and Josh. We got those names wrong on the bottom, but Joey Malik and Josh Sokol each win 2 games. The winner of this game wins it all. I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention to the spread, so I couldn't tell you who's ahead head to head. I doubt we're going to get into a tie situation, but if it looks like that may come up, we'll get that information for you as quick as we can. Crucially, Josh to go first in game 5 is John Chu confirming that because Josh had a better record, he will go first in this one as well. High stakes. And Josh, a blank on the first
Oh,
BIOO blank. Does this bingo? No.
I don't see a 7 here, but you can just play off go-go or goo or something and be in a great position for next turn.
Yeah, go. I think what we can expect to see from Josh. He's going to take his time, make sure he's not missing a bingo. He doesn't have an anagram or a quackle in front of him, and he'd hate to miss a bingo again. But he is going ahead to play go here. And again, his patented vertical strategy. So 12 points for Josh, but getting to hold on to that blank, he has to feel pretty good about all that. Joey now, AAEPRTU. And no compelling options for him here. Perhaps Paua, Paua, playing on one side or the other of go, or making PO or OP, or Paua down to the G, making AG, or a tap with 4 overlaps, ATAP for 22. Okay.
So a lot of these words are unfamiliar to us. Please help us out. That's how we learn. A tap comes down, and this is a nice tight board to start things off, but it can definitely be opened in any direction.
And the direction it will get opened is down to the bottom. Josh's only playable bingo, Epi Naoi, slotting an I in the second spot of that triple, holding 2 blanks. I don't know. You've got to bingo. You've got to open triple.
I think you have to, even though it really hurts putting down 2 blanks, getting so little. And like you said, I had also seen the Epinaue Zineb or Zineb, another word I'm not quite sure how to pronounce, sequence. Joey's going to make sure that Josh circled the right blanks. And Josh earlier in the stream had both blanks, and he actually asked when we cut to the feed of the players talking, like, should I have not bingoed? Should I have exchanged? I think that's what he asked. So I was wondering if he was going to come up with something really creative, but I think this is definitely the standard play. And I just scores so little. I think you have to take your shot here with Epinaue, but no. And with both blanks out, if there's any justification to playing long or going for those blanks, it's certainly not available anymore. This sets up an S hook, and Josh will be very happy to have one. The S becomes pretty strong on this board after that play.
Yeah, and Dobla is the highest scoring option for Josh, but I expect to see him play Bolds and Zinebs here, as Bolds sets up spots to score on the left side. Bolds and Zinebs playing on the left side, holding on to the A, that only tile that's going to front hook Bolds. I think that's what Josh is going to play. I expect Josh to burn the S here and score points. Doblas, Bods, Bolds, something like that.
I think, Doblas looks pretty good to me. Bolds also looks pretty good. He is going to play there. Joey doesn't give much of a reaction at the table, even though he's got to be screaming on the inside. This is such a big shift in his win percentage.
Yeah, as Uremia goes away, he's forced to make much inferior plays. Uremia will play alongside Doblas with 4 overlaps, slotting the U 1 letter in front of a triple word square. He's also got an other spelling of Uremia, Uraemia, playing to the A in Epinaoi. Joey, with knowledge of Josh's rack, has no good options, but of course he can't know that as he elects to play Urei here. So Josh... Go ahead.
This just seems to give back so much. I don't really love this play at all. Josh looked like he was almost praying between the turns, or maybe he had mentioned his back was really bothering him. Maybe that's why he was sort of tapping at his head, but he's going to feel really good after this comes down. He will have many different ways to respond to it.
Yes, absolutely. So Ooh,
Oh,
Josh.
is
What?
he?
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
why? Just play the X. Come on. Yeah, there's no reason not to play the X there.
Well, that was certainly a moment for the camera, but I do not like that play. I think with other options available, perhaps he either whiffed on a due. I don't know why you would make that play in this situation. I think that's a blunder by Josh.
It's probably not too far off. I agree. It's not exactly what I'd want to do. I like a G a bit better, but he did keep a vowel. Maybe he was a bit scared of consonant problems. It looks like the pool is probably pretty even. This also sets up a front B that he doesn't have. You could see Joey is close to biometer if a B was indeed available. There's one B already played. Um, Again, did you put O into your sim when you were simming the other two positions?
I didn't even run it because it seemed so inferior. Perhaps something Josh knows that we don't. He has drawn Lindy's after that play, and
Yeah,
that's going to
like
play a
his lead
G.
was probably more bingo prone after keeping the ID as well, just ID LS, I believe he kept.
Yes, IDLS.
So we'll see how Joey reacts here. He's going to play more.
I like this. I like this a lot by
Yeah,
Joey.
this is exactly what he needs to do. It scores nicely. It keeps lanes open for him. There's a 7 lane now down to the right of the M and the O. And again, if I mispronounce that, please help me out. But you can't get caught fishing here, which some players might. You do need a score. So, and that draw is pretty decent. Not ideal, but I've definitely seen worse.
Yeah, and Josh now with bingo, Lindy's on his rack. He's got to decide between three bingos. Lindy's making ME and OS alongside Moir. Lindy's and a taps for one fewer point. I'm sorry, one more point, or sideline to the E and O. But I believe Josh going to score just the highest scoring bingo here. Lindy's and a taps coming down. Will he hit the clock on this? Yes, he will. And yeah, reasonable decision there. Grab your phone.
Absolutely. You can't play sideline. You can't put the S into the triple lane. There's just no way you can do that. So between the different Lindy's plays, you might as well play this one. It scores more. I guess you'd want to see which position the L would be in most dangerous. The L would be in the same position after playing it next to MO.
Yeah, no, I like all of these options. I don't know what I'd pick. I think CUIF makes a lot of sense with the availability of the bingo lines on this board, and definitely the type of player Joey is. You stick to your guns. Daryl K. Royal, famous UT football coach, I'm an alumnus of UT, said, you dance with the one that brung you, and that's how Joey has played all tournament. You don't deviate from it now, or you ask a lot of questions. Josh with a big response through the L that remained unblocked as vainly helps him out significantly in a bad situation.
Yeah, and Joey, just with the one vowel, that's big trouble for him. He's down 119 here. I said that last draw wasn't so bad, but it wasn't so great either. With the triple triple being open, that's when he really needed to capitalize. Josh's double blank early bingo really took away a lot of the powerful tiles Joey would need to get back in this game, and it's starting to look difficult, but it's definitely not over. So it's really tough. I think you might have to just take the points with stem because you have to stay sort of in range here, and the CK could maybe help get a really big play. The K also goes nice with that floating C that he set up earlier, but Josh is thrilled to see something like stem come down, seeing those nice tiles get burnt. The third S, there's only one S that Josh has to be afraid of, and this draw from Joey pretty much takes his chances from slim to almost none. So it's a bit of a counterintuitive leave after stem, as he's going to go with fractal, the play that you preferred of the two he was looking at.
Yeah, I like if you're going to make a play through the C, I like this. Maybe CLARY, another option, but I don't like how that gives Joey the opportunity to play down to the Y and open this board. I think Josh far less likely to get burned given this uneven distribution in the pool after this play, both in the short and long term. So if he's going to play there, this was the way to do it. I like it. And Joey's got to figure out what to do as he continues dealing with these clunky racks in the absence of vowels. And Josh picking up 3 vowels on his pull, that's going to be really hard for Joey to overcome. Joey wasting no time before he
Okay,
plays whack,
that's
which
nice.
front hook, but we got to score some points. That GN with the floating I is pretty solid. And I mean, grasping at straws already, he's drawn so poorly in this game. He's going to need some help to get back in. A big pull here for Joey.
3
There are
tiles, D, E, R. Okay, grunted, but because Josh played Fractal instead of Farsi, there's no spot there for grunted. There is a spot with Dag that would also open the triple lane if this stays open, but we know Josh is going to start to look to play some defense. So we will see what happens now, but pulling into grunted is exactly what Joey needed, even if it might be a little too little too late.
Yeah, grunted or trudgeon, its anagram, both going to play on this board, and that is exactly what Joey needed to get back into this game. We'll go ahead and display the unseen tiles now, as, whoa, Josh playing very quickly, going with Unify here. Perhaps he doesn't like that he's opened this board up and wants to do something about it, but Josh could get into some serious consonant trouble. A Q still unseen. That could be serious trouble for him going forwards. I do not like this play. I feel like it was rushed by Josh, and he needs to dodge a Q and pick up some vowels. There is an E. Oh, wow, a great pull for him now. Okay.
Well, that's going to do it, folks. That draw was just beautiful for him. Yeah, we will see what happens. He has played so many tournaments. Nobody's played more of the circuit than Josh. He is just so obsessed with this game. HELST, here it comes. He sees it.
Oh, he's found it. Good, Josh. Better late than never. Take your time, think it all through. And he is going to do his diligence here. What is the disaster? Could he bingo back? If he bingos back with something like Word, could I lose the game? That's going to score a lot more than mine. I could eat a lot of tiles, but you just can't justify in this situation
Here it
bypassing.
comes.
And here it comes. I think this is it, folks. I think with this play, Josh Sokol is going to be your 2023 national champion. And I will tell him as soon as he wins, send Cesar a text message and spin it.
And Josh has won many tournaments. He won the Crescent Cities Cup, going 15-5. And he also has won, I'm going to read them out because there's a lot of them. He won Niagara Falls, playing in the Collins division, despite not studying those Collins words. He won Montreal, going 13-1. He won Kingston, going 17-6. He won Atlantic City, going 16-4. These are all tournaments that happened in this calendar year. We're only halfway through the year. This is one of the most impressive streaks of Scrabble I think we've ever seen.
Yeah, just an absolute killer run from Josh over the last several months. And this would be such an amazing capstone. You can see him knowing I've dodged the cue. There's nothing that can go wrong now, holding his head in his hands, maybe on the verge of tears here, or just trying to hold it all together. Has to feel so good for Josh, who has worked so hard. And I do want to say before we turn the spotlight to Josh completely, a well-played series by Joey.
Oh, absolutely.
That particularly was beautifully played, and everybody in chat giving messages of support. You know, he's played his heart out trying to get here, making it here, and he'll fall just short. But you know, everybody knows Joey will have his day one of these years.
And Joey's been getting stronger as this match has gone on. He's been playing really well, especially these last 2 games. He's given Josh the fight of a lifetime. Both these players so deserving, but I think the only question left is what color Gatorade shower are we going to be pouring onto Josh's head?
Yes. So Josh putting on the hood because he knows it's coming.
Exactly.
Just kidding. We don't shower players with Gatorade here, although in Las Vegas, perhaps somebody going to have some adult beverage waiting just outside the playing room.
Yeah, a champagne shower perhaps. And maybe Josh better grab Jackson's hat. It wasn't very lucky for Jackson, but it worked out very well for Josh. Although I know as much as Josh said he was happy to play anyone in the finals, I think, you know, part of him deep down would have just loved to play against Jackson, win or lose. They have such a great rivalry. They're sparring partners. They've been friends for so long. And Jackson was just so close to making it. A couple bad beats late in the tournament, but he also gave such a great fight. We got to see so much of him on stream, and as usual, he played his heart out. So this one now is just, it's just in the books, folks. They're just playing out their moves. There's no reason to think this out. Spread can no longer matter. Josh has Joe to sort of end this game.
What a better way for Josh to go out in this
Exactly.
tournament than to set up his J. He missed his J setup last game, but got to do it here, even though the game is out of reach. I can't think of a better way for Josh, a more stylistic way for Josh to finish this tournament than with one more of his clever patented setups.
Yeah, it's just, I'm going against a player named Joey to end the tournament with, a form of his name. It's just maybe some salt in the wound, but I think both players are going to leave here with their heads held high. And I really hope everyone in the chat and who's going to be watching this later on YouTube when it gets posted has really appreciated this game and has seen how many tough strategic decisions there are to make. Even Matt and I, with the help of the computer, with the help of the chat, we still don't always know which moves to make. And we've constantly seen these players come up with moves that we haven't even thought of, despite having all these things in our advantage. So Joe comes down, and folks, you're champion. Joshua Sokol, congratulations to you.
Let's cut to the overhead mic to catch these moments of euphoria from Josh.
497 to 320. Congrats, man. You deserved it. You had the better. You have 4 days like that. You deserve to win it all. You get a better seed. Beat me 4 times on tournament. That's. I don't know if that's happened before. Is that good?
Oh, yeah, I had no doubts.
I was thinking maybe a top. But you got 2 other spots anyway, so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Enough touching for now.